Sorry, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. I had to move my camera there. And welcome to your November 2019 general reading. I won't be doing any relationship readings this month. I've had a bereavement and I'm having to rest an awful lot, guys. Okay, so I'll be doing these and I'll probably do a mid-month update rather than the weeklies. So, ooh, you got the milk and honey card. Oh, lovely, Virgo. Let's hope there's a little bit of joy. Actually, can I change that? I really hope there's an awful lot of more than a little bit of joy for you. I really hope that you get that sweet spot. You get this goodness that you're looking for. So I'm going to do general cards to find out where this milk and honey is coming from. It can relate to any area of our life. One more shuffle. And then please make it straightforward readings for Virgo. Oh, some of the readings have been so cryptic. I think it's because everyone's heading towards great change. But it's not quite fully manifesting yet. It's just to do with the astrology. So let me look. Please give me good, beautiful energy for Virgo. So 6 of Wands behind you with the 5 of Swords. Okay, so some sort of victory and some sort of challenge at the same time. Okay, let me find out. What you want is a Knight of Swords to move forward. The gift is a 10 of Swords. The challenge is the Fool card. Relationships, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Fortuna is shining upon you. Money and work, you get the Ace of Pentacles. Well, that is not bad at all, isn't it? This is the gift, a gift, some sort of financial gift. It looks that your milk and honey is coming through relationships and in the money and work sector. The Sun card at a soul position. Virgo, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Come on, make this good. Then you get the 5 of Pentacles. Don't worry about the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is about, sometimes I call it the wound of separation. Let me find out more. But there's 2 people coming together trying to heal a sort of bond. It can be a card of financial worry. But I find that hard if you've got the Ace of Pentacles here. What's the 5 of Pentacles about for Virgo? 2 of Pentacles, yeah. It looks like you're juggling some sort of... Then the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands. Anyhow, behind you is the Victory card. So the 6 of Wands is quite a significant victory. It's something has been overcame. And what's been overcame is the 5 of Wands, which is struggle and strife and stress. Because this is someone who's riding into this village and it's obviously they've been in some sort of war. And the war can be anything. It can be a conflict. It can be having to overcome some sort of difficulty. So you're there with the 5 of Swords. So it looks like there's been some difficult experience here, Virgo. But you've came out the winner. I'll try and get a connecting card, but what this is about. Yeah, 10 of Wands. So something's been quite oppressive. Something or someone. And it looks like there's been some significant victory and strength and that you've overcame some sort of... The 5 of Swords can be as communication. You know that communication that someone always has to have the last word in? That's what I find the 5 of Swords. It's a very... tends to be a very significant victory has taken place here. Sometimes it's one of these victories, Virgo, that we think, I would rather I didn't even have to go through that. But whatever it is, there's some significant overcoming of something here. Okay? Now what you want is a Knight of Swords. A Knight of Swords is about swift and rapid change. The two cards that bring rapid change are the Knight of Swords and the Tower card. This might be about waiting for news from someone, because the Knight of Swords brings news. I don't know what yet. It's with the World card. So this news is about some sort of huge accomplishment. Some sort of... something might have happened to you, Virgo, that's left quite a difficult, it's almost like a bittersweet victory's taken place. And what you're looking for is this situation to be completed, for news to come in. Now the gift is a Ten of Swords, which means whatever it is, it's over. Okay? I'm one of these readers who actually love the Ten of Swords, because it means you're no longer living in fear. You're no longer in the Eight of Swords. It's like a whole chapter has completed itself. And by the looks of it, and I know I've spoken about this a few times, this seems to be a chapter that's been very, very victorious. But it's a sort of victory that you'd rather not have gone through to begin with. Does that make sense? Tell me why the Ten of Swords is the gift, please. One card, why the Ten of Swords is the gift. Because something's finished, something's totally completed itself. And even though you're the winner, it's like there's some sort of residue left here with the Seven of Pentacles. So this might be for some of you to do with money and work. It might be to do with you've been in quite a challenging set of circumstances regarding waiting for that Seven of Pentacles to come full bloom. Okay? I'll try and find out more. Now the challenge is the Fool card. So the Fool, you're not fully there yet, Virgo. The Fool carries no karma. Okay? Now there's only a few people in the world who carry no story with them. And all our triggers and all our dramas are always to do with old unresolved issues, okay? So really that is the work that I tend to do with people. I try, you know, when I do individual work, we try and get whatever this is about to reach conclusion. So the Fool is this free spirit. It's a brand new canvas. But it's a challenge, and I don't quite know why it's a challenge. Why is the Fool a challenge? Because the Seven of Pentacles again, it's like you're waiting on something, Virgo. You're waiting on some final conclusion to something. But when the Ten of Swords turns up as a gift, the trick with the Ten of Swords as the gift is not to use your mind to try and control the event. So it's a card of letting go. It's a card of flow. It's a card of letting things come to you. It's a card about letting things go full circle without having to control the outcome. So one of the ways that we try and control the outcomes is overthinking. We cannot think our way to a solution. We need to take a step back. We need to look after our own well-being. We need to look after our sense of vitality. And we need to allow whatever cycle we're going through to complete itself. Okay? So in your relationships, you've got the beautiful goddess Fortuna. So Fortuna tends to bring very good news, and it's with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Now that's about the most straightforward relationship I've had so far. Oh my God, everyone's just doing my head in. This is about receiving news. Now, if you look at it, the Ace of Cups is obviously the eye of the divine. It's about love. But this knight carries the ace and he brings it forward. So the Knight of Cups definitely would be, even though it's a male, it definitely be the energy Fortuna. Looks like there's some sort of very good news happening around your relationships. Okay, now let me carry on before I try and work out whatever this is about. Money and work, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is either going to be a new job or it's going to be some sort of gift, some sort of financial gift that's coming your way. Now, it might be this gift is coming after a little bit of a struggle with that 6 and that 5. And it might even be the relationship dynamic, because that Knight of Cups has just been in the dark forest. It looks like there's an awful lot of breakthroughs here, Virgo, after a period of maybe quite challenging set of circumstances. So what's the Ace of Pentacles about for Virgo? I don't even want to know what the Ace of... It's a gift of money, basically, or it's a brand new job. Something that's coming your way. Yeah, Page of Wands is about opportunities, potentials, and either you're being chosen or you're making a choice about some sort of job, some sort of new practical direction. Beautiful. So the milk and honey is definitely to do with these two. Soul position, you've got the beautiful Sun card. So the Sun card and probably the Ace of Cups. There's no such thing as good and bad karma, by the way, but there's a thing called adorable karma. Adorable karma is basically the good that you've put out in the world coming back to you. So my two cards of this energy are the Sun and the Ace of Cups, and you've got both of them in your reading here, Virgo. So there's something very spectacular coming your way. It looks like it's came through not the easiest set of circumstances, though. It's like giving birth, isn't it? So the Sun showing up in your soul position, I can hardly think of anything better, by the way. It's about joy. It's about exuberance. It's about light. It's about vitality. So you're going to be absolutely very, very radiant. Now, the outcome is the Five of Pentacles, which is very odd because you've got the Ace. So the Five of Pentacles can be a feeling of insufficiency and lack, and maybe having to juggle finances now because it's or there's someone struggling and you're having to help them out a little bit. Because of the time of year, end of November is quite a period like for most people. You might be having to juggle, help someone out. Alternatively, the Five of Pentacles can talk about a rift between you and someone else. That's how I tend to read it. See? The hat is going into the light. One person's guarding themselves from the other person, but the steps that have been taken to overcome this division. But because the Two of Pentacles is here, which is tends to be a card of juggling different dynamics, but it's definitely a card of maybe having to support someone in need, or letting go of the money that you're holding on to because of Christmas, because of the holidays. But it tends to show up, I find the Two of Pentacles more an investment card. Maybe some decisions have been made around resources, because the outcome is the Four of Wands, which is about stability, security. Very, very joyful card, Virgo, okay? This is you crossing a threshold into a new pathway. And all of your reading is about joy, new beginnings, joy. But it seems to me that you've came through a little bit of a challenging set of circumstances. And really what's given that away would be the Six of Wands and the Five of Swords. Because that's definitely victory over a challenge. Five of Swords communication can be someone maybe not get much self-esteem, so they use words to bring another person down, or someone, you know, they're backstabbing, okay? Or this can be some sort of victory, but it's not a victory that's making you feel that great about yourself. But because the Ten of Swords is the gift, it's over. It's done now. And really the trick is allow yourself to be with your experience. Talk about it, whatever it is. It's only minor arcanas, which means it's the dramas of everyday life. But it might leave a little bit of a residue. And when I say residue, I just mean things that need to be talked about. I think some of you might still be waiting on this ace, and that's why you're ending in the 5, because the Seven of Pentacles kept showing up. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card that's reflecting, waiting on the 10, the final outcome. So maybe that's why you're ending in the 5 and still having to juggle, but it's leading to the Four of Wands, which is a very exciting new beginning. Tell me more about this energy. One card that clarifies all of that. Four of Pentacles. So that's either about someone holding their feelings back, or again, there's a little bit of a story of around finances going on for some of you. You know what, Virgo? I want to pull 3 more cards for you. I think I absolutely love your reading, but it looks like it's a case of good fortune, definitely fortuna, but sometimes that fortune comes after a storm. And because it's minor arcanas, which it's the dramas of everyday life, so it might be caused by other people. It generally always is other people's energy, isn't it? So I want 3 more cards for you. You've got the Wheel again, and you get, look. Okay, Virgo, I'll swap with you if you want, please. There's something happening here. Again, Fortuna is the goddess of wealth and love, which is exactly what your cards are. But there's no doubt about it that so think of it. Think of a rainbow after a storm. It looks like you're going towards some incredible forces of destiny. And whatever that Five of Swords is, whatever it is that's been a little bit challenging, don't take it with you, Virgo. Yeah? I've got a rule. Get someone who allows you to emote, to talk about it, to move it forward, and stand up with that beautiful dignity you have, and go and claim this. If not, give it to me. Actually, no. I really hope, Virgo, you get this beautiful energy coming your way. Absolutely stunning reading. Definitely milk and honey. I don't think it's only emotional. I think it's financial. Do I think there's something behind you? Absolutely, I do. But remember, sometimes the most beautiful things are born after we go through the most challenging circumstances. Okay, Virgo, thank you for letting me do that. Thank you for everyone who emailed me and who watches. Love you all. Bye.